This is Colin from Watch Off the Cuff, and today we're going to remove links from a Cotter style pin bracelet. In this case, it's a Jakob Eitan watch. And just quickly here, this is what the actual Cotter pin looks like that holds the pins in place. You can see it's a steel wire. It comes down here, bends around, then comes back again and flares out. So one end is actually solid if you look at it from the end because it's bent over, and the other end is actually split. So in this case, we can take a look, and there are arrows that are indicated on the bracelet that tell you which way the pin needs to drive out, which means that the Cotter pin is oriented this way with the closed end top and the part that actually makes the friction fit down below. Now, if you don't have arrows on yours, you can sometimes discern that it's a Cotter pin style because this side, if we take a look, if we can catch the light properly, we can see that they're solid. And if we take a close look at this side, you can see the split ends of the other side of the Cotter pin. So I'm going to use a bracelet block here. Now sometimes I tape the ends here because I am going to use a small watchmaker's hammer, and there is going to be some pressure as I drive it down. I've just missed a spot here, I see. Maybe just the tape came off. So I'm going to cover off this one too. And I'm going to take out those, remove one link, and then put them back together. So if you're curious, this particular kit I'm using is a Bergeron 7744-1 bracelet pin toolkit. There are certainly others out there. So I'm going to take the driver pin. Out it comes. There's our Cotter pin. Again, you can see flared end at the bottom, smooth at the top. I'm going to do the other one. Just move it over here to make sure we get it in the slot below. Comes. There's the removed link. I'm going to now put this back together, and now we're going to go in the opposite direction. I'm going to take the smooth, small, non-friction end. I'm going to place it back towards the opposite way of the arrow. And it's going to go just until we get our friction fit, sticking out just a little bit there. So I'm going to place it back into the bracelet block. Now, sometimes I use a brass hammer and just get it a little bit further away. This way the brass is not going to mar the stainless steel. And then I can take the last little way. I'm just going to line it up above the pin. And I'm going to drive it until it's a little bit lower than flush. Now, alternatively, you could use a tool like this, which is kind of a vise type. And again, we would line it up so that the pin is going to drive in the direction of the arrow out. Just get it lined up, and then I'll pick it up so we get a better view with the camera. So we turn outside there, you can see I can just turn this. I'll push the pin out. I can back it out. Now, sometimes this is a better alternative if the pin is very tight. This tends to be a less violent way of driving the pin out. So now we'll get a slightly better view with the bracelet open now. And we can do the same on this side. Again, we take the pin out in the direction of the arrow. You'll be able to feel it kind of release once it's back past that friction point on the end. Pull that out. This one to the side, and we bring it back. So then again, we repeat the process from the previous link removal on the other side. I'm going to go against the direction of the arrow, friction side out, and I'm going to put it back. I can use this other side as a driver. I just happen to prefer the bracelet block myself, so I'm just going to go back to using that. So again, I'm just going to give it a little tap with the brass hammer, just get it most of the way there. And down, so it's just a little bit past flush. And we'll take out this one, and we'll take a look and see how it fits now. Once I get that polyamide tape off, we'll be all set.